A mother, a grandfather, a neighbor, and a little girl. Lives all changed because of one man. 3 dead, 1 survived. Insane. All because of one lunatic. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're jumping right into this one. Let's first define a lunatic. What makes somebody be a lunatic? I guess we can't just say crazy anymore, I'm pretty sure. Somebody who is unhinged, somebody who you know is dangerous but gets away with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of evidence, but at the same time, nobody's doing anything about this person. That's how I define a lunatic, okay? But we have a man who murdered 3 people: his ex-wife, a neighbor, and the wife's dad. And also within all this, we have a little girl, their daughter, who he kidnapped. Now, I've seen a video, and I wonder if this is the video because I can't find it no more. It's somewhere, but I've seen it many times before doing this, talking about this case. There's a video footage of a woman running into a house, a man chasing her, and then you see a little girl running right behind them. I'm pretty sure that's the video, right? It's so eerie because you see him getting a gun ready. This is all on camera, mind you, at nighttime. And then they said a neighbor came over there to help, and the neighbor ended up getting shot too. They all got shot to death. So horrifying. The man was found in Walmart with his daughter, but this lunatic murdered already a serial killer, murdered 3 people, and then kidnapped his daughter. So freaking scary. There are always signs, and you know how we know? Because the woman said it. We're going to look at 2 documents actually where she said she wrote down that he's a lunatic. She was trying to tell people they did nothing. He had 2 restraining orders. She put 2 protective restraining orders against this man. They confiscated 12 guns. I'm going to put the picture of the ammunition, y'all. It was more than that. And you know what happened with that? They returned it. They returned it to him. And I'm pretty sure that's the ammunition they said that was used, like in the handgun that killed the people, I believe. Oh my God, this man is a lunatic. This is so scary. Just knowing, like, he looked crazy. He really do look crazy. But we got, like, the justice system, they don't do anything for women who are, you know, dealing with domestic violence. They don't until something happens. I feel like nothing truly happens until you're dead. Let's just put it like that. Nothing truly happens until you're dead. Let me tell y'all this. On TikTok, there's a video that went viral. This woman was showing how, she's a young girl too. She was showing how she was getting stalked. She's a single mother. And I saw it yesterday. It was so creepy. She has doorbell camera too. Everybody get doorbell cameras. I need to get one. So she had this stalker. This man was obsessed. He's obsessed with her till this day. Now, if she had the camera, every time she would leave or something, he would just be watching her. He kept ringing on her doorbell, trying to get in her house. It's all on camera. Now, it's so many incidents. She finally goes to the police. They say they really can't do much because they don't know where he is or anything. She found out where he was, what hotel he was in. They still didn't do anything. She served him a restraining order where her friends did because she wanted to be nowhere near him. He made a TikTok. Y'all, this is an older dude too. Surprised he knew how to use the internet. Like, he was like old. Not too old, but the grades was out and he looked cray too. He kept on saying that she owed him and that he's going to get like his payback. All on video, and they didn't do anything about that. They can't do anything. Free speech, I guess. I'm like, you have him saying this, and you have him constantly showing up to her house, trying to get into her house, trying to open her door, asking people where she lives, is she home, and they won't do anything. I'm gonna stop saying they can't. They won't do anything. That is so crazy. Oh my God, this is the world we live in. Police are useless. A lot of police are useless in these domestic violence cases and freaking stalking cases. They do nothing. We know this because all the cases I have done dealing with stalking and domestic violence, same outcome. they don't do anything and they feel bad once the person is dead. Most iconic what we did on this channel, y'all know, what's her name, Lauren, but I'm gonna put the picture up here. That couple, he had blood all on his face. There were restraining orders. Her family tried to help her. They were helping her. They was trying to get her far away from him, which they did. She did not want nothing to do with him. The police, they just didn't do anything. And after so long, right when he went to jail for like a couple of days, he made bond. He made the bail because the judge lowered the sentence. She lowered the bond. He made it. Went right to her, new state, followed her, remembered where she stayed, beat her to death. They found her body in a car in a cemetery. And it's so sad. It was so, it's just heartbreaking to hear. The dad, who was a surgeon, even kept saying that. He was like, you know, they kept trying to get the law enforcement involved to get him more time. Don't know why they lowered his bond, because the dude had anger issues. They all noticed he was beating on her before. Why is it they don't, why is it that these people never get a lot of time? Do people not think these people are actually crazy? They're crazy. Like, that's the word we need to use. These people are lunatics. They have anger issues. They have a lot of hate in their heart for these people. And these victims are very much in danger. This woman was in danger. It is so sad because once again, we have another, the same case as all the other ones. Nothing happens until they die. Let's get into it. Dad found in Walmart with kidnapped 4-year-old daughter after killing his estranged wife, father-in-law, and a neighbor's relative. So his name is Nathan Gingles. Her name is Mary Catherine Gingles. I swear the picture, y'all, say it all. Like, he look insane. The mugshot says he would do it again. And I swear that sometimes sometimes we really should just go off like, I'm not even gonna say that, because some people really do look angry and they're not really angry. Like, I have been told I have a really rude face, like, and disrespectful, because I look like a mean mug a lot, like when I'm just like, but I'm like the most chill person ever. So I'm not even gonna say that they should judge off the faces. A Florida man was apprehended by police after his 4-year-old daughter was reported missing and the girl's mother and grandfather were found dead of gunshot wounds. Nathan Gingles, 43, was charged with 3 counts of premeditated murder after Broward County detectives located him at a North Lauderdale, Florida Walmart supercenter on Sunday. His 4-year-old daughter, the subject of an Amber Alert that was issued the same day, was with him and was unharmed. The county sheriff's officers ultimately located 2 separate crime scenes in neighboring houses after they said that Gingles shot and killed his estranged wife, Mary Catherine Gingles, 34, her father, David Posner, 64, and another man identified as Andrew Farron, 36, in Tamarack. Posner was found dead on the back porch of Mary Gingles' home, while she and Posner were found at the home next door. Farron was reportedly the nephew of the Gingles' neighbor. Oh, that's so sad too. According to the police, the case began early in the morning on February 16th when neighbors reported hearing gunshots at the home of Mary Gingles at around 6 a.m. When police arrived, they found Posner suffering from a gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and the death was being investigated as a homicide. Investigators soon learned after finding Posner's body that his 4-year-old granddaughter was taken from the home. An Amber Alert was issued for the child, who Mary Gingles shared with her soon-to-be ex-husband, Nathan Gingles. Court records show that Mary Gingles filed for divorce in February 2024 after filing for an order of protection against Nathan Gingles, citing domestic violence. She filed a second injunction in December 2024 and received an order of protection against her estranged husband. That alone just is a lot going on. I feel like the system should be looking at that. They should look at the patterns when there's more than one thing. Well, really, if there's one thing, they need to take a look into that. But when you see more than like one, it's a problem. We got domestic violence. We have more than one protection order. Cheers, because the dude is cray and really wants her dead for some reason and really wants to hurt her. He took her daughter after he killed them. Jeez, he killed everybody. It's just, you have a random neighbor who was with her. She was probably over there talking to him or hiding out from him. I'm telling you, I really do think that's that video, because you see him running. That has to be the video, and it's really scary. It was very eerie because he was just walking up there and the little girl. I'm really curious if that's that video, y'all, because if it's not, I need to see what that video was, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. But you have this man who is so angry for some reason, who is so angry, has all these guns, and it's like he's violent. Can you imagine, how did he get this way? He couldn't have been like this. He wasn't like this when she met him. Nobody's like that when you meet him, because you wouldn't be with these people like this if they were like this. So it's like, what happened? That's what I be wanting to think, y'all. I'd be like, what happened at the beginning? What happened to him? Okay, well, I'm not even gonna say this is a I'm not even going to say that this is a case of him mad because she left him because he couldn't control her, which could obviously be the reason. But this man had a lot of guns, okay? Maybe I don't know. I feel like it was a lot of stuff he's dealing with that he has mentally. You know, we're going to bring the word up in here, y'all, because the dude ain't right. His anger, I still think that's a mental emotion because people act off anger. But this man had all these weapons, 12 guns, and he was waiting for her. His hatred is all on her. Now that I'm thinking about it, this really could be a case of just all control. Like, he's just mad he couldn't control her anymore. She got away, not really, because he was still trying to find her and trying to harm her. But you have this man who just disgusting, and you don't care that you're taking the mother of your child away. Once again, y'all, I said many times, these people, they never care, because women do it too in these cases. Like, you have women who kill men. I read one the other day, which we will be talking about, a woman who killed her ex-husband, and they had a kid together, and she was just mad that he couldn't be with her. We had another one on Valentine's Day. This woman killed her 2 exes, and they had children. So it's like, what is up with all the hate? What is up with this, y'all? I don't know. Would anybody, if you have been in this situation with somebody who, like a partner who has been violent, how did you handle it? Because I feel like it's only so much you can do. Like, I personally think, people need to get some weapons. Like, I don't know why he had, like, angry people don't need weapons, okay? That's the first thing they go after, and it's really scary. I really could not live with somebody who had a gun. But at the same time, I would have a gun somewhere else. But there are people, you shouldn't have 12 guns in the house. And I feel like that right there should have been the biggest red flag to the cops after. Because I think that was after they got together, or after they broke up or divorced. The cops gave him those weapons back. So it's like, you knew this man is angry. Nobody just have 12 guns. That should be illegal. You shouldn't even have that many. Why do you have those guns? Also, those are not normal guns. He is not hunting with those. That is for something else. And I feel like if they really look at this stuff, maybe the world will be different. Because, people, they hunt with shotguns. These are not normal guns. What are you doing with these guns? God, system is so stupid, bro. It's broken. Like, so many people die this way. It's crazy. Like, domestic violence. Oh, my goodness. I would have poisoned that man. I would have just poisoned him, and go on the run, because I don't want to go to prison either. But maybe I would have to, it'd be better than living in that. That's just, I'm happy she got out, but at the same time she didn't, because he killed her. As police continued to investigate the scene where Posner's body was found, evidence led them to the house next door where Mary Gingles and Farron were located. The WPLG reported that neighbors could see footprints that allegedly belonged to Mary Gingles as she ran from door to door asking for help. That was the video. That was the video. Oh my God, that was the video. Let me repeat this last part. Police were able to track Nathan Gingles down after identifying his car, a silver BMW X3 that had a Texas license plate. He was arrested at the Walmart and booked into the county main jail in Fort Lauderdale, where he is being held without bond. He was charged with 3 counts of premeditated murder with the firearm, violating a domestic violence protection order, and interference with the custody of a minor. That's crazy that was really him, y'all. I knew it, because she was running. This woman was running. Like, in the video, you see her running. Like, she don't have the sprint, but she was running and he was walking. That was definitely that video. And you had the little girl behind them. Oh my God, I can only imagine the fear, going on in her head, running door to door. Nobody's answering, because what do people do? You don't answer when you hear crazy stuff or going on outside. You hear gunshots, you hear somebody yelling help. Realistically, People don't answer that. They're scared, and that's nothing wrong with that. But, people need to make sure they call the cops, which they did. But it was too late. He was going to kill her no matter what. And I don't want to say this, but unfortunately, I'm about to. I'm kind of happy. Not going to say happy. It's good. Oh, dang. No, this, because they could have saved the life. I was going to kind of say it's kind of good. Like, I'm all for, like, people helping, obviously. But if they would have opened that door, he was right behind her in that video. I feel like if he would have opened that door, he would have shot the people too. But on the other hand, somebody could have opened the door and she could have ran in there. But the little girl was still outside. The little girl, the daughter, was still behind them. It's so much. I'm just saying. I feel like if somebody would have opened the door, more lives would have been taken. He was going right to her. He was going straight to her. Now, I'm over here would have been zigzagging, but at the same time, that's not realistic either. It kind of is, but at the same time, the man has a gun. I can only imagine how I would react if somebody had a gun in my back. Oh my God. That's horrifying. Now, we're going to hurry up and read this other document, because now this is the evidence of where she kept on saying she was in fear. Nobody was doing anything. So let's get into it. I am in imminent fear. Mom warned from beyond the grave of estranged husband's unhinged behavior before his alleged shooting spree. And that is her granddad, and that is the neighbor at the bottom. And that is him once again in court looking crazy. Y'all, this dude is unhinged 100%. Oh my God. A Florida mother who was allegedly killed by her estranged husband warned people prior to her death that her spouse was unhinged and that she feared for her life. Mary Catherine Gingles, 34, was attempting to get a permanent domestic violence injunction against her husband, Nathan, after filing for a divorce on February 2024. On February 16th, Nathan Gingles allegedly shot his father-in-law, David Posner, 64, at Mary Gingles' Tamarack home in Florida. Surveillance cameras showed Mary Gingles fleeing from the home to a neighbor's house, followed by Nathan Gingles and the couple's 4-year-old daughter. So 100% that was it, because that's exactly how I explained it. That's exactly what I saw in the video. That was it. I saw it. That's scary. Nathan Gingles then allegedly gunned down his estranged wife and that neighbor, Andrew Farron, 36, before driving away from the scene with his daughter. Nathan Gingles was eventually found at the Walmart with his daughter, who police said witnessed the morning's horrifying events. He was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, kidnapping, child abuse, child neglect, and other charges related to domestic violence. He appeared in court and pleaded not guilty through his attorney. Isn't that crazy, y'all? The audacity. It's just, once again, I think this man is a narcissist, and it's crazy that he don't see that he's crazy and unhinged. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't see it as nothing. They don't see that the red is all in their eyes. It's scary. But an attorney representing Mary Gingles also presented a new filing on behalf of her late client. On March 7th, a new filing obtained by several local news outlets, including WTVJ, a local NBC station, seemed to allow Mary Gingles to speak from beyond the grave, and she had a dire warning. The family court filing was in response to a request for admission filed by Nathan Gingles on February 4th, in which he demanded his soon-to-be ex-wife to admit that she was not in danger of being harmed by him. She filed her response 2 days later, denying him that request and spelling out that she was in imminent fear for her life. Her attorney, Kelly Joseph, stated that Mary Gingles warned in her own words that she felt she was in danger and that his request for her to admit she wasn't were all denied. And you know what's scary about that? How dare you? Who are you to tell somebody they're not in danger? If they are scared, and if they want to tell people they're scared, they should be able to. They should be able to tell everybody that you are not right in the head and that you need to be put away. When asked about a lack of documented threats against her by her husband, Mary Gingles wrote, "Deny. I have documented several threats involving the tracker, the break-ins, and other issues." Mary Gingles recovered a tracker on her vehicle that Nathan Gingles allegedly used to follow her without her consent. She was able to connect credit card transactions and internet searches made by her husband to prove he was responsible for the tracker. She was detailed. When asked to admit that her husband never threatened to harm her, she wrote, "Denied. Any reasonable person would consider Nathan's actions threatened to harm me." Most chillingly, Mary Gingles wrote, when asked to admit she was not in fear of becoming a victim of domestic violence, "Deny. Nathan has acted unhinged for a long time. I am in imminent fear of becoming a victim of domestic violence. 10 days later, Mary Gingles was shot to death, allegedly by Nathan Gingles, which is obviously proven already. Joseph did not share with WTVJ why she waited until after Mary Gingles' death to file the latest document. However, the filing did not meet the deadline required by the court to formally recognize Mary Gingles' denial of her husband's request and put her fears for her life on the record. Now that Nathan Gingles has entered a not guilty plea and requested a jury trial, prosecutors have 45 days to decide if they want to seek the death penalty. I don't know what to say. Literally, she was answering all these questions over from the grave. It's so sad. And she lost her life, but everything came out, and they saw it firsthand on the video. And the fact that he said not guilty, you want this to go to trial, now I hope they seek the death penalty. He's a serial killer. He's officially a serial killer. The man is crazy, unhinged, and don't see it. Oh my God. He's not even, and I'm going to take the mental part out. This dude just literally might be evil. There are evil people out here without being mental. There are people who literally just want to harm others. He wanted to harm this woman, and he did. He shot her to death, shot her dad to death, shot the neighbor to death, stole their daughter, and their daughter witnessed all this. No care in the world for this man, and that's scary. The fact that this was 10 days, all the documents of stuff she was saying 10 days before her death. Now, they say it wasn't in the right, like the amount of time. This is the problem for me with the justice system. Everything, like, I know there's deadlines, but oh my God, deadlines can literally kill somebody, as they did. Like, I feel like this could have been handled if they would have just got him. You know what I mean? They had, like, everything she was saying. She has a daughter. Mothers won't lie, okay? Some, a lot don't lie when it's coming, like, dealing with this stuff to get a man away from them. She has evidence of the tracker. She have evidence of him buying it, credit card transactions of him putting this on her car. Like, he's following her break-ins. Like, there's so much. And that man still had the nerve to say not guilty. The fact that he wasn't arrested early on is actually insane. And y'all know something? When they said, I think they should reword this. If they ask other women this in court, if they say, what was it? If she feel like she's going to be a victim of domestic violence, they should cut that. Keep it, but also add this. Do you think you're going to be a victim? Just victim. Because a lot of people who deal with domestic violence end up victims of homicides. And that's horrifying. Just to know how angry somebody can be and they can end up killing you. All because of what? Like, this is a woman who had a child who was trying to protect her child, protect herself from you. And all of this just it's just too much. And I feel like they have to do something else. But this is literally like every other case, y'all. It's the same stuff. And I can only imagine, like, these judges, not even the judges, just the system, they also feel bad. These people, you talked to them like 10 days ago, and then now you're hearing they're dead. And then you hear everything. It's just too much. I'm happy they are going to trial. Please go to trial. Because now they're going to play the video. They're going to play the video, and he's going to have to explain, which you cannot. Why do you have 12 guns? Why do you have like 200 rounds of ammunition in your house? Why did you shoot 3 people? Why did you murder 3 people and then kidnap your daughter? Idiot. You lunatic. He's crazy. And then the second round, y'all, with these cases, because there's always more than one, because when they're arrested the first time, they're released. And then once again, when you're arrested the second time and you're in the system, nothing happens until a murder happens. That's so scary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was insane. A woman lost her life. She lost her daughter. A granddad lost his daughter and his granddaughter. A little girl lost everybody. Oh my goodness. And it's so sad you have, once again, unhinged lunatics like this in the world who have children and now just left so much heartache on everybody, on the family. And then a neighbor who passed away, who life was randomly taken because he was most likely trying to help and he got in the way. That's so sad. In that video, y'all, like I said, I have seen it. It's literally her running through the neighborhood, through the houses. I think she ran back to her home. That's what the video footage is. And the daughter following, and he had a gun. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay aware, stay alert. Be careful, ladies. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.